Peachy fam, how are we doing today? How are you? John, how are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I forgot to tell you I have a present for you.
I will take that present, I will eat it.
You're gonna eat it?
If it's edible.
Okay. So I just went to a meeting with my homies at Anchor and I brought you a shirt.
No.
And it's actually really soft.
Oh, yeah!
Check it, is that a large?
This is actually a large.
Okay, does it fit?
Look at that, guys. Create cool audio from your phone, anchor.fm.
It sounds like this is paid, but it's not. But don't you like the colors?
No, I like the colors a lot.
Because I
I
honestly immediately thought of the shirt that you're wearing today.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, look, that's a purple. If you guys don't know, John does clothing stuff, so that's what you've been grinding away at.
Like crazy.
What's the most challenging thing about making designs and shirts? And
the ideas the ideas and doing something different. It's really easy to replicate things and like sell things that potentially would do well, and it's like likely, but to create your own thing completely and just hope that it does well, that's the hard part.
So my parents are officially gone. They have left New York City.
Thank God.
You didn't like them, right?
I hated them.
They're the worst.
They're awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome. Had so much fun. But I had a conversation with my mom that lasted a very long time. I put a clip of it in a recent video, but there was so much more to the discussion. So I want to show that for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me the past, week. It's been a lot of like personal stuff. The boy in town, the family in town. I have enjoyed so much sharing that part of my life, and if you're new around here, I do a plethora of things. I'll do some vloggy stuff, but some days might just be straight up travel, tech, what else do I do? It could be anything. It could be anything. So thank you for subscribing, but without further ado, here is my mom and me, who has been single for the most of my life, talking about relationships. Anything embarrassing that you can offer to the YouTube?
Just embarrassing in general, or?
Embarrassing stories about me as a youth?
Well, your first boyfriend.
Okay, first boyfriend.
Max.
Oh my gosh. That wasn't even real.
Yeah, you loved him.
Oh my gosh. Here's some inside scoop. You guys love personal stuff. So here's the curve or the graph of me caring about boys.
It peaked in kindergarten.
It like started here,
yeah.
And then it just went like that as I realized that there were more important things in life. But I was boy crazy in elementary school.
Yeah, totally.
I was the tomboy, but I was also the tomboy because holy crap, I get to be around these dudes all the time.
Yeah.
I get to play football with. That's also one of the reasons why I bought my first penny board.
Yeah.
Because I was like, all these cute guys are skating around. I gotta learn how to skate so I can hang with the bros.
Yeah. But remember how upset you were when Max found out that you loved him and he didn't love you back? And I mean, literally, I picked you up from school that day and you cried all the way to 7-Eleven. But I love him so. I was like, Sarah, you can just be friends. And you were like, no.
I didn't want to be friends
I love him so.
That was my kindergarten love.
Yeah, he was cute though. He had the big blue eyes.
Yeah.
Tan.
So tragic. But then you grow up, and you go to middle school, and you go to high school, and you realize, hopefully most of you realize, that there are more important things during those very key development years of your life than worrying about the opposite sex.
Yeah,
it can be a distraction during those years that are so crucial to like
finding out what you like,
finding out what you like, what you don't like. And I think in hindsight, I guess I can say that because there were times where it's like, I'm gonna die alone. Being like a junior in high school and seeing everyone go and do their things and have like ushy-gushy romances, and then going to college and like meeting someone that might be a thing, but then you realize like, I don't want to waste my time on this. Like, this
Aren't you glad that you didn't? I mean, do you think you would be where you are today?
No, actually, because I so laser focused on what I wanted, and that doesn't mean that me laser focusing on basketball, on music was eventually what I was gonna do, but that enabled me to figure out what I didn't like sooner. And it expedited finding my passion, because so many people will give you advice of like, after you find your passion, this is what you should do. But so many people are like, hold on, how do you find your passion?
Yeah.
And it's literally like trying, working, figuring out.
Trying different things.
Yeah, trying different things, figuring out what you don't like and blah, blah, blah. And like adding a second person to that can make it more complicated.
Yeah.
But it's special when you find someone that's like on the same page as you with like, it's boring to be with the same exact person, so you don't want that. But when they're on the same page with the things that like matter, I think that's when it's not a distraction, but it's like a catalyst.
Yeah. And relationships are going to be more successful if you're more mature.
Yes.
So it's good to wait
truth.
till you're a little bit more mature, don't you think?
This is truth. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that can go wrong with high school romance. That,
Yeah.
you know, maybe if you can avoid those things.
And like adding the high school drama into it, it just gets so.
Yeah.
Oh man, you do you, booze.
Yeah, you do you, booze.
And for the rest of my half of the audience, that's like mid-20s. Good luck on Tinder. Like, don't know what to say.
Be careful out there.
Be careful out there. Be safe.
Yeah, I met your dad when we were both 24. We'd both been out of school. We didn't go to school together. We'd both been out of school
right.
at least a year and a half.
So when you reached the age of 24, were you freaking out?
No, I didn't care.
Okay.
Everybody I knew was married. I didn't care. I really didn't.
Because it's like you're freaking 24. Like you have. It's not like.
Well, but 30 years ago, that was a big deal.
That is, because everyone was getting married at like 18, 19.
Well, yeah. Like. Well, really, my generation, everyone got married. They got engaged their senior year of college, and then they got married right out of college. The guy I was dating in college and dated for 3 years. At the end of college,
I didn't know it was a 3-year.
Yeah.
Like, was that the guy with the mustache?
Yeah, yeah. At the end of that, I mean, he went out and bought me an engagement ring, but I knew he was not the person I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. So.
Right.
At the end of my college career, I actually broke up with him and moved back home. But I would rather be with someone, I'd rather not be with someone than be with someone that I knew wasn't right. You know what I mean? So.
Jeannie speaks the truth.
Yeah.
Are you guys taking notes?
Yeah.
Are you taking notes?
So I just got a job, moved to Dallas, and.
You did you.
I did me.
You stayed in your lane, but you're like, okay.
Yeah.
I can like look around every now and then.
Yeah. But it's like I've told you before too. I was never that girl as a little girl who dreamed of getting married.
Of the wedding.
And I never dreamed of getting married or having a wedding or having children. Not that I didn't want those things. I just wasn't obsessed with those things.
Right.
You know, so many people are.
Right.
I didn't.
And I think
I thought if it happened, it happened. If it didn't, it'll be all right.
And the more you obsess over it, the more you have these standards, and like you try to paint a picture of your future that. It might end up completely different, which isn't a bad thing, but you might build up something in your head so that you can't enjoy what your actual future is, because you have this like weird fantasy.
Right. And you might miss what you're really supposed to do because you've already figured out in your head what you think it should be. Does that make sense? And so if you just keep your head a blank space, like I did.
Just be stupid.
Yeah, just be, well, that's what they said in Wicked last night. The brainless, it's painless to be brainless.
Yeah. We went and saw Wicked the musical last
so
night, which was really good.
Yeah.
So there you go. Relationship advice. Mom, I miss you. I can't wait to visit soon. Maybe, hopefully. Let me know if you like this video. Hit the like button for Jeannie. She's the best. She's the bomb.com. Hit that subscribe button down below for new videos every single Monday through Friday. Until next time, guys, stay peachy.
Okay, bye.
Bye.